today. So let's start with creating your first mobile application. But before that, I will introduce to you where we will create our mobile application. Okay, so first is to search. So open your Google browser, search for the App Inventor. Okay, then we have here MIT App Inventor. Okay, click. So this is an online application to create your mobile apps. So let's get started. So the App Inventor is a cloud-based tool, which means you can build your apps for Android or OS devices right in your browser. This website offers all the support you need to learn how to build your apps. So you just visit the AI2 appinventor.mit.edu.ph. So you can click here to create your apps. Okay, so first is the setup instruction. So when we click the setup instruction, we have here this one. So how to connect your laptop and your mobile app. Okay, so how to run your program or your application. We have option 1. This is recommended by the MIT App Inventor. Build apps with your OS or Android using a Wi-Fi connection. So this is your computer connected to your Wi-Fi. So you can test it in your real time on your device, the program you are working on. Another one, we have the option to build apps with Chromebook. Okay, so you can test it in real time also. Then we have here option 3. You don't have device, you can use the emulator. So if you do not have a phone or tablet handy, you can still use App Inventor. So have a class of 30 students, so have them working primarily on emulators and shared a few devices. So you can build your project on your computer, then test it in real time on your computer with the on-screen emulator. Okay, so another one, the option 4, if you do not have Wi-Fi, you can build apps with an Android device and USB cable. So we have here the connection from your laptop to your device. Okay, so we have some of the requirements. So we have here the list of requirements. Okay, then next, designer and blocks editor overview. So the designer and blocks overview take a tour of the App Inventor environment. When we will create your apps, we have here the App Inventor designer. So in your browser, so I have here the palette. Find your components and drag them into the viewer to add them to your applications. Okay, we have here the button, the checkbox, clock, image. These are the common user interface. So we have here the layout, the media, the drawing, and the sensors. Okay, then next we have here the viewer. This one, the viewer. Viewer drag components from the palette to the viewer to see what your app will look like. Okay, then next we have here the properties. So for example, the text box, we have here the text box. Here, this is the text box, this is the text button. For example, the text box, we have the properties. Select a component in the components list to change its properties like colors, size, behavior. Okay, so we have here the text box one. So what are the properties? Is it color black for the background? Okay, the font size, the font interface or font typeface, the hint, is it multi-line or numbers only or text? Okay, so you can click here the component list in our component window. So we have here the text box one. So if you want to choose button one, so just click here, okay, or here. Then next we have the designer button. Click from any of the tab to go to the designer tab. Okay, then we have here the blocks. If you can see the blocks, so you can add or you can create your apps or instruction or event in a blocks without any hard coding of your program. Okay, so the built-in in our blocks, so click blocks from any tab to go to the blocks tab. Okay, so built-in drawers. Find blocks for general behaviors you may want to add to your app and drag them to the blocks viewer. Okay, so we have here the blocks, we have the built-in, we have control, logic, math, text, list, colors, and so on. Then we have the component specific drawers. Find blocks for behaviors for specific components and drag them to the block viewer. So this is our block viewer. Then next we have here the block. Snap blocks together to set up a behavior. So just like in our training, in our previous video, so you have to stack only your blocks. Okay, then we have here some warnings if we have some error. Okay, then next we have here a trash bin for our excess blocks. Okay, so we have here, we can do the hello Cody tutorial. So let's create your first mobile application. So just click here. So from your components, or select components to design your app. So we have here the button. Okay, so you can set the button. Then we have here the components and your properties. You can change your properties. Okay, then the buttons or the button from palette to your viewer. Then 3, for example, choose file, or we have here the upload file, or 1 is to click and drag to your viewer. Then the 2, you have to upload your file. Number 3, then we have with the interface for upload. Okay, then next we have here the step 2, change the properties of our text box. So you can use or delete the text, we can center align, change text color. Okay, the next we have here, for example, the label. Click and drag to our viewer. Then next, change the text to touch the B. The next, font size is 13, 4 is cyan color, 5 is text color. Okay, so let's do this later. Then we have the sound. 1, we have the click and drag the sound. Then we have your upload, what sound we will use, we have here. So you can download it by internet, the sound of the bee. Then we have the source. Okay, in our blocks, so you have to click the buttons. Okay, when you click the button in our viewer or the button 1, you can see the viewer. We have here suggested blocks. Button 1, when button 1 dot click, do. When button 1 dot get focus, that long click, that last focus, touchdown. Okay, then next we have here call sound 1 dot play. So you can click and drag. So this is just the sample. Okay, code blocks of the B. Okay, then next, packaging your app. When you package your app, you can use the QR code for APK. You can also use to save the APK to your computer, or you can use the emulator. Okay, or you can download the APK here, but we will do it one by one. Okay, so let's try. In creating your mobile app, you should have your own email address. So it is the preferred email address is a Gmail email. Okay, so we have here app